Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne. I'm your host, the one and only King Kansas here in the flesh to bring you another movie review your way right here on YouTube land. As you guys can tell, I'm just going to jump in it. You guys know the format. You know how this thing works right now. If you haven't seen this movie, please do not watch past this point because I am going to spoil it because I'm doing spoiler-filled reviews. Go watch it for yourself, then come back here later so you can see my thoughts on the film and see if you guys agree with me, disagree with me, whatever. But come back later. It's going to be spoiler-filled. You have been warned, people. Spoilers from this point forward, 100%. Okay. King is going to be doing Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origin, okay? This movie came out this year, and it's about 2 hours and 1 minute, technically. That's what it says, but it's like an hour and 52 minutes, and then if you count the post-credit scene or mid-credit scene, whatever you want to call it, whatever, it's still not even more than 2 hours, guys. It stars Henry Golding as Snake Eyes, Andrew Koji, who plays Storm Shadow, Haruke Abe plays Akiko, Takehiro Hira plays Kenta, if I'm not mistaken, Iko Uwais plays Hardmaster. You got Peter Mensah, he plays the Blind Master. You got Ursula Corbero, she plays the Baroness. I'll give you guys my thoughts on what I thought of the Baroness. Samara Weaving plays Scarlet, and it's directed by Robert Schwetke. Wow, I don't even know where to start, guys, but my quick overall thoughts on the film, it was okay. It wasn't the greatest thing you're going to see. The thing that takes you totally out, and I heard everybody online and with all their interviews, is that the camera angle that they use drives you fucking bananas. Pardon my language. It's like shaking. It's everywhere. It took me, honest to God truth, at least 10 or 15 minutes for my eyes to adjust to the way that it was shaking all over the place. Like, that really took me out of the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie. And then I guess as I'm watching, my eyes kind of adjusted to the way it was being shot. And then I didn't notice it as much. But at the beginning, be prepared. If you're not used to the camera shaking and being all over the place, kind of looked like someone was holding it in their hand and filming everything, it's going to drive you bananas, right? All the actors brought it. Henry Golding as Snake Eyes, great. Storm Shadow, the actor who played Andrew Koji, phenomenal. Those two guys drive the film. You got your villains and supporting cast. They all did their job. It was a, well, I guess, good, interesting take on Snake Eyes. I'm not the biggest G.I. Joe fan on the face of this planet, so I'm not going to pretend to know the lore like I do Transformers at like the back of my hand. Have no clue. So I went in blind with my expectations really, really low, and maybe that's what helped me throughout this film, and I watched it. It's like, thank God it was 2 hours. But it was okay. The story, what they were trying to achieve was great. If you guys are Snake Eye fans, you might be pissed off because I've seen people rumbling, oh, they didn't like how they portrayed Snake Eyes in this film. And quite honestly, guys, he's pretty much the villain 3/4 of the film until he has an epiphany that, you know what, I effed up. I'm going to be a good guy now. And then the good guy was actually Storm Shadow, and near the end of it, he uses this little gem there, like they're protecting, that they get their powers for, to kind of protect. He had the best intentions, but because of what he did, it kind of takes him away from becoming the leader of this clan that he wanted to be so precious and so, near and dear to his heart. He ends up leaving his ring back and then takes off. And then in the post-credit scene is where you see the Baroness. I got a proposal for you. I'll give you a bigger army that you had before. So you kind of think of, okay, how he joins Cobra. They do introduce Cobra in this, I would say, mid-film. The Baroness shows up, and she kind of works with the guy who Snake Eyes originally is working for, with the Kamikaze. And the Kamikaze is kind of like cousins, like leader was kind of the cousins with the guy who's basically Storm Shadow, guys. And they kind of had a little, he wanted to kill him, and they kind of went their ways. And that's how the beginning of the film starts, with him wanting to kill Thing, and then Snake Eyes sticks up and kind of protects him. So he brings him along for the ride, introduces him to his little world. He gets trained, he passes through tests, but he's backstabbing everybody. He's like a snake. Should be called, he's, Snake Eyes for a reason. Special effects, okay. Nothing spectacular we haven't seen. A couple of cheesy moments, like the pit of the snakes that, you got these big, huge anacondas, and if they can tell that you're telling the truth, they don't fucking rip your head off. But that was lame, and that's how the boss bites it at the end. He ends up getting swallowed and shit. It's kind of stupid like that. Baroness really rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know, she's supposed to have that sex appeal. Don't get me wrong. The actress portraying the Baroness was beautiful, but I don't know, it's something with the haircut. I don't know if they were trying to do what's in the comic books right now and not how we're used to in the past. Like, Sienna Miller's version of, the Baroness for me looked good, even though she had cheesy lines and shit. But I don't know, it was something off, and she didn't have that accent, and you're like, okay, here's the Baroness. She did a couple of crazy things, and now she wants this gem for Cobra, but that's all you see. That's the only connection to Cobra is her, that that she's a part of the organization, and they're smuggling guns and shit like that. So, like I said, Storm Shadow wants to do good by stopping his cousin, bringing guns into Tokyo and all this shit. They did a good job of kind of blending both worlds and stuff. The Snake Eyes thing with his father being a Joe at the end of it, and you're thinking, why are they trying to kill him? Maybe he ripped them off, but you find out that Cobra was, responsible for killing Snake Eyes' father, and he got caught because they found out that he was spying for the Joes, and you find all this shit in the last 5 minutes of the film, guys. But the beginning, you're led to believe that maybe he ripped these people off. He's trying to protect Snake Eyes as a kid. And get lost. This guy who rolls dice, and it comes up Snake Eyes, and that's how he gets his name, Snake Eyes. But he's like a fighter and stuff, They're fighting at the beginning. The beginning 5-10 minutes, guys, it's going to throw you off 100%. I think you have former WWE wrestler Mojo Rawley was in there. He was fighting him. You could barely tell it's him because the camera's shaking all over the damn place there. Like, I'm telling you, it's jarring, which kind of took you out. And I think that's kind of killed the experience for you to really enjoy the film. Like I said, honestly, midway, I think an hour in, I think I got adjusted and I kind of was able to, because there was not too much of the action is all over the place. The bike scene, did you see him fight on there? Crazy, but nothing like what you see in the trailers. Like, what you saw in the trailers is pretty much almost 3/4 of what you're going to get in the film, but there's some parts that kind of like they changed or edited out or something crazy like that. I was expecting more out of this film, guys, because you're like, Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe, they're going to finally do it right, and then the camera thing started at the beginning, and it threw you totally off, and by the time you got into it, like, Henry Golden did a good thing, but it's like, for me personally, if he's the good guy, why is he bad? But I guess they wanted to change up the formula and shit and the way they were shooting it and all that crap. But artistically, it was okay. Fighting was not bad. A little weak at points. I haven't seen Shang-Chi to compare the two, but I'm pretty sure the doc's seen it. And he probably, when he watches this for himself, he'll probably tell me exactly that Shang-Chi blows it out of the water, which I can probably say from what I've been hearing from all of you guys on YouTube land that it does do so. But overall, disappointed. It's not completely a write-off garbage that I will tell you guys, if you wanted to watch it, don't watch it. I would tell you, still give it a try, but bear in mind, stick through the first 25 minutes of the film so you can get adjusted. And once you get past that, you start to enjoy it a little bit. But by then, you kind of lose a little bit of the beginning and, you having sympathy for Snake Eyes because he came across as a douchebag, right? Pretty much. He's like, yeah, I just want to kill the guy who killed my father. I don't give a shit if I kill this person, or hurt these people and do whatever I have to do and be a thief to kind of go do so. Nothing comes by surprise. It's pretty much straightforward. A to point B. Like I said, Baroness was a little bit on the weak side. And like I said, the supporting cast was okay. Even Scarlett, Samara Weaving was in it for literally 7 minutes, if that. And it was near the end. They had a big fight that everybody's at the temple and they're kind of trying to get the red stone by the bad guy. And that fight was lame. That was a letdown, The post-credit scene might have been the best part of the whole damn film, in my personal opinion. But it wasn't big. I was expecting a lot. The trailer makes the film look totally different. I'll tell you right now. It was positive vibes through the trailer. And when you see this, you're going to be disappointed. I know you will because you're going to be pissed. I'll tell you right now. If you're a G.I. Joe fan, I can only imagine you guys will probably end up using the Blu-ray if you guys buy it as a coaster or something. But it was a letdown. I don't recommend this film for everybody. If you're a G.I. Joe fan, maybe you might want to check it out. But check it out. It's not the worstest thing there. If I had to compare this on the level of film that, because you're a fan of, that you got to see, it's probably Transformers The Last Knight. Wasn't completely garbage. It wasn't the best. It's kind of like on that level, minus the camera. The camera angles and the way it's shot in this one is 100 times worse. I'll tell you right now. But go in with low expectations, and I think you'll enjoy it, but not to the point that if you don't see it, you're not going to, oh my God, I should have seen this. No, that's not the case at all. But overall, it was okay. That's all I'm going to tell you guys. It's okay. So there you go, guys. That is my spoiler review on Snake Eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe to The Movie Throne. Check out my other movie reviews on our channels. Check out the podcast that'll be starting up, or it's already been starting up. Watch the first couple of weeks, guys, because you'll be able to snag the digital downloadable code. And I'm going to try and see if I can watch some TV shows. I'm going to try my best to watch a couple of TV seasons and bring them your way. And who knows, I might even revisit The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 until that starts up. But check out our content. Like, share, and subscribe. Stay off the King's Throne. I'll see you guys here with another review. Where? Right here on The Movie Throne. Take it easy, guys. Be the hell good.